Welcome to Nomad Elite. I have a couple of very interesting announcements for you guys, some big news if you will. So first of all, we've generated a record number of new signups for our company, which is very exciting. It shows that what we have done has worked, and that's always very fulfilling as an entrepreneur to finally see the fruits of your labor. And another thing I wanted to talk with you about is that we are about to launch a new campaign in Africa, which is even more exciting in many ways because, it's new territory. It's the land where not many people have gone to, especially with this kind of business. So this is really, really exciting news that I have for you. And I know that many of you guys have been asking about this. So we're going to talk about the new campaign a bit later on in the video. And I really wanted to thank, first of all, our team. I really wanted to thank Jessica in Paraguay because she has done a really incredible job, and it really reminds me of what I have learned along the way, which is a company is only as strong as its weakest link. This is really an important concept to focus on. I think anything in life, in friendships too, like whoever your friends are, or your inner circle, or if you're family, you're only as strong as your weakest link. I think that's very true. So I wanted to thank Jessica in Paraguay. She's handling our clients, she's doing really a lot of the hard work that is often not appreciated because she's not visible on YouTube, she's not on YouTube. So it seems like I'm the one who takes all the credit, and I don't want that. There are more people involved, with our company to help deliver the services that we have crafted, and it's not just me alone. I could never pull this off, and thankfully I was able to capture and work with such incredible and diligent people, because if not, all this would not be possible. So thank you to Jessica. She's done an amazing job. Second, I wanted to thank our video editor. He has done an amazing job too. He's one of the most consistent guys that I've ever worked with in terms of punctuality, in terms of professionalism, in terms of quality. He's really one of the best video editors that I've ever worked with. So Hajri, thank you so much for the great video editing, and I'm sure that you guys, following our channel, you appreciate the videos that we're putting out, and so many of you have said over the past number of months that our quality has improved, and that's always a great acknowledgement to receive as a company, because we have to spend money on advertising. We have to spend money on hiring people pretty much. So thank you again, Hajri, for all the work you've done. All this would not be possible without you, and like I said, you're one of the best video editors I've ever worked with, so I'm really grateful for that. I wanted to thank Tom. That's the next person I wanted to thank because he's been a personal friend of mine for a very long time, and he's also, part of Nomad Elite. Even though you've never seen him on video, you've never really heard him say anything about the company publicly, but he has really been a deciding factor. He has really contributed a lot to the growth of this company in terms of his overall experience, his tremendous inputs and his prolonged entrepreneurial experience and tremendous skill sets that I was able to capitalize from on behalf of our company so that I can deliver the best possible content, and of course also build the best possible company that I believe to eventually become the most sought after company in our industry for a number of reasons that I don't want to talk about yet. Okay, so certain things we need to keep to ourselves as a company, but I wanted to thank Tom. He's been fantastic. So thank you very much for all the input, the mentorship, for all the analogies, the great life lessons that we were able to experience together, partially too, but also individually, and then we mastermind and we exchange. All of this is really oftentimes considered as value that's not appreciated. It's invisible value, but it's just as important as the physical labor that you see. It's really incredibly important. So thank you, Tom. And then I wanted to thank all the other people that are part of our company. I wanted to thank Susanna too. She has done a great job with the videos that she contributed on Italy, some other topics in the past, and the number of more people involved in our company too, who are helping with communication, who are helping with the marketing side. So I wanted to thank every person that's part of our company, and especially the ones that have been with us the longest. So thank you very much. And then, of course, I also wanted to thank our clients. All of this, this channel, the growth of this channel, the growth of our company, all of this would practically be impossible without our client, because our clients, they're our lifeline. It's just how it is. A company cannot succeed, it cannot proceed without clientele. Our clientele is everything, and we do everything that we can, everything that's within our power to deliver the best possible service for each of our clients. We want to deliver the best possible service, and we want to under-promise and over-deliver. That's always been my mentality, and just give 100% when we're with our clients, and just make sure that they're as satisfied as possible, because that's how we grow as a company. And we really have adjusted, and tweaked and really done a good job, I think, with our services, because we have received a crazy amount of good feedback about our services, especially from clients who said that, nobody else offers these services, especially not as complete as Nomad Elite offers these services, and that means a lot. And if we take a look at some other people in our industry, and I think what Nomad Elite has done differently and better is that we really focus on the middle class, which is the majority of the people watching this video. It's the majority of you guys. Most of you guys are not upper middle class or rich. There's a good amount of upper middle class people, but there are very few rich people watching this video right here, right now. It's just a matter of fact. And because of that, we have structured our services in a way that we can appeal to the middle class, which I know in the long term will do a lot better in terms of growing a company that has just much more potential. Our margins are actually not that good. We have many costs, we have more people involved to deliver our services. Why? Because we have teams, we build teams in the countries where we are doing business in. That's the mission of our company, that's our structure. And because we're doing it this way, it's much more complicated, it takes much more boots on the ground work. Serious work. Because we're doing this, our margins are thinner, but the quality of our service is superior. And what you pay as the end consumer, there's no comparison in terms of price and value. What we offer, there's nothing like it on the market. And trust me, there's a big gap. And that's fantastic, because it shows that the 80 to 100 hours that I put in to serve you, to make sure that you have the best possible relocation package where we operate, that means a lot to me, so that I can see that you guys are happy, and that the hard work, the sweat equity that I have put in over the past, years, growing as a person, growing with the company, in the company, and seeing also how our employees and the people who are involved with our company grow with us collectively. This is really what's important, and we have really done a good job with this, I think, and I'm very grateful, like I said, for all the people who have been part of this company. But again, this is not possible without you clients. We need you clients, okay? And we want to do everything that's within our power to provide you the best possible service at all times, and we want to give 100%, we want to go the extra mile, and we want to make you happy. We will not leave until you're happy. And so this means a lot, and we're seeing now the massive acceleration of certain things in our company, and that's the most rewarding part, where you see all the crazy hours that you've put in, where you didn't have pleasure, where you weren't able to go out and have fun and do things. All of this hard sacrifice is finally starting to pay off. And this is really one of the most gratifying, fulfilling, and prosperous things that I've ever experienced in my life. So because of that, it's really been fantastic. So thank you to all of our clients. We appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for choosing Nomad Elite. And of course, I also wanted to thank our subscribers and our viewers. I mean, you guys contribute to the growth of this channel, and many of you guys share our videos with friends, with people who you know online. And all of this is important, because that also ultimately helps to grow our company. So we appreciate all of you too. There's no question about that. Great, now that we talked about the growth of our company, let's talk about what is next for Nomad Elite. Well, basically, we are launching in Africa this month, okay? And we're not too far away, okay? And the reason why we decided to do this is because, and just looking at some other locations that I have chosen for this company, I never wanted to copy someone in terms of the services that we provide, in terms of the companies we pick. The fastest way for us to make the most money possible would be to go to Dubai, would be to go to probably Malaysia. If I were to go to Malaysia, or had I gone to Malaysia before instead of Paraguay, we would have made more money as a company. Why? Look online, look at YouTube. There's just more demand for Malaysia. There's just more demand for Asia in general. In general, Asia is just more attractive in most people's eyes than Latin America or Africa. It's just a matter of fact, because Asia stands for quality of life, cheap cost of living, and that's what most people want. Most most people, they don't even think about Paraguay, but we have really marketed the hell out of Paraguay. We have really funneled the traffic and really brought more attention to Paraguay. And I don't want to take all the credit, but I think that's why Paraguay has become more popular. It's because we've spent so much time creating these videos and really emphasizing why Paraguay is better than other countries. And because of that, Paraguay has gained more buzz. It's not only because of us, of course, it's because of some other factors too, but I think we have really contributed to the acceleration of this whole event. But now we're going into another country that isn't really talked about much. And this is even more exciting because there's really nobody from our major competitors who is doing videos. They're not doing videos on the country where I'm heading to next. And this is even better. So we're going to see if we can replicate the same thing, and it's a different animal. Each country is a different animal. It has a different value proposition. The laws are different. Maybe the religion is different. There is a lot of different things going on in the new country that we've chosen in Africa. However, there is a lot of potential in a certain region. And I think because of that, we can excel by going to certain places where other people have not gone yet. And this is really what our focus is. We don't want to clone anyone. We really have our unique approach, also in the way that we communicate information on this channel. I have made it my utmost priority to communicate in the most transparent way possible by not only delivering you the best possible side of the country, but also by informing you about the downsides of living in the country. Certain things that could be better, maybe laws that you need to know about, or just rules, legislation. We're really trying to work a lot into this channel to help simplify your relocation journey. And we're doing it. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. And a lot of you guys, and I think our audience is different than the audiences of other channels, because a lot of people only like being told what they want to hear. If you only want to be told what you want to hear, you may not grow as much as a person. But our audience is different. Our audience understands that moving abroad has its risks, but they also see a ton of upside. And fear is unrealized potential. It really is. So despite of you knowing the downfalls of a country, you should still move ahead anyway. But it's better to be informed about the worst case scenario, certain problems, things you may have to experience that are rather uncomfortable, than if you go to a new country believing that those things don't exist there, which is the wrong mentality. The latter one is the wrong mentality. And so we really want to simplify this and just be transparent along the way. And why Africa is another important question. Well, I think that Southeast Asia will become less relevant for a relocation because as this region is becoming wealthier, the visa policies are tightening. And this is really universal across the whole planet, but it is even stronger, it's even more intensified in Southeast Asia. And the history has a lot to do with it. What happened there during the past centuries has a lot to do with it. And I don't want to get too political or too historical here, but you can draw your own imaginations in your mind what I could mean by that. But I'm just saying that from an overall trajectory perspective, Latin America and Africa, especially Latin America, has just more tone to it. It just has more like sound. It's more sound, okay? And Africa is kind of like this, hidden secret in many ways, because there's a lot in Africa that's, unheard of, where you can actually make great deals and you can really secure great visa options. There's a lot available there that so many of us aren't even paying attention to. This is why Africa. Do you have any recommendations for this channel? And if you're a client, again, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for everything that you have done for our company, and we are very grateful to have served you. And if we are currently serving you, we're very happy to have been chosen by you. So thank you very much. And if you have any content suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you're not subscribed yet, hit the red subscribe button and click the notification bell. And we see you on the next video.